Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Weekend Tarot. This is the weekend version of the daily tarot readings I've been doing. And the focus for this reading in particular will be for the weekend of Saturday, September 13th and Sunday, September 14th, 2025. The goal of the readings, we'll pull a few cards and we'll get an idea of what the energies are going to be like for the weekend, possibly gain some inspiration, some insight, some idea of a heads up of what might be coming our way over the weekend. But most importantly, it is about looking how we can be our most beneficial selves and remembering our connection to spirit and divinity, that we are spirits in a physical world, and how can we walk with that through the next 2 days. So I'm going to use the Smith-Waite tarot deck. This is the classic tarot deck that you are probably familiar with at this point if you know tarot readings. And I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to pull two, and then I'm going to pull a third card, which is going to kind of be our blind spot. What are we not seeing? What do we maybe need to take a moment to pause and look at over the weekend? First, though, I'll pull two, and I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope you're having a good weekend. I know last week was very intense in a lot of ways, and I don't think it was a coincidence that we had the Strength card come up as often as we did over the course of the 5-day weekday readings, and most importantly, that sense of those who show compassion are the strongest. It takes a lot of strength to show compassion in tough times. And so I want to just mention that, and I hope everyone is in a good headspace and is coming into the weekend grounded. And yeah, it was a very, very interesting week energetically. Very educational in a lot of ways. And sometimes education isn't fun. All right. Oh, there's one for the weekend. Page of Wands. Wonderful. A little spark of creativity for the weekend. A little beginnings, and maybe a message of something fun, something that brings you joy, and something that brings you that spark of life. Oh, there it is. It's right in here. Our other card we're looking for is here. All right, we'll pull the third card here in a minute. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. So this weekend, it's very much about working on something you love, working on the nitty-gritty, and like getting your fingers into the details of the work that you want to do, whether that be taking care of something around the house, taking care of something with your car, if you have to work, really trying to do the best work you can do and applying your passion and focus into it if you can. But it's very much, it feels like it's an earth and fire kind of weekend. You have the Page of Wands bringing a message of youthful curiosity and spark of life, and almost like a very happy, energetic inner child coming forward. And you're being asked to, how can you take that energy? How can you take those ideas or that inspiration that's coming, that message, and how can you apply it in the physical world to the best of your abilities? And this is about the slow and steady work of doing the work, of sitting in meditation, of, if you're working around the house, folding laundry and trying to do it the best you can without rushing through it. It feels like there's a certain slow and methodical rhythm to the weekend. It feels like there is excitement here, but it is more about this slower paced, making sure that what you are putting your energy into is the best energy you can put into it. Yeah. There's something there's a real spark of light coming from the Page of Wands here. It feels like this weekend is a little bit lighter. It feels like this weekend is going to be a good weekend, but there's beneficial energies in the air, but there is a sense of also needing to take the time to work on it, work on the information you get. It's about balancing excitement with consistent effort. I think that's probably the best way I can think of to put it. It's like I'm seeing if a small child all of a sudden wants to build a birdhouse, he's very excited and he wants a birdhouse in his backyard so he can feel like he's helping support nature, and he wants to do this. Maybe he's heard about it or he's seen a video or something, and he's very, very excited, and he rushes into his parents and he wants to build this birdhouse and make it his and paint it and hang it up, but he doesn't really understand the full step-by-step nature that what is necessary, right? He just wants the birdhouse. That's what we're balancing here this weekend, is taking that energy, taking that excitement, taking that curiosity and spark, and then realizing we need to put things into practice in order to take those ideas, those just simple ideas, nebulous ideas, and bringing them into the physical world, right? Manifesting that birdhouse, right? And that's the message I'm getting for the weekend. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this third card, this idea that I had as I was going to do this reading. This is about our blind spot. What are we not seeing? What are we not paying attention to that we should be paying attention to this weekend? Where is our blind spot? It is high in the deck. And it's here. All right. Oh, okay. Also, coming along with this childish energy, or this childlike energy, Six of Cups, which is all about memorabilia, memories, fond memories, nostalgia. It's this sense of the past, and this spark might be coming up, and you may be thinking, oh, I've tried that once before. It's not going to work. Well, how do you know if you didn't really, did you go through the steps by step? Did you follow the directions? They might have been really bad IKEA directions. Sorry, IKEA. But they might have been not so great, right? And complicated, but did you follow them? Did you go step by step? The blind spot is that nostalgia may color. You may be coloring the weekend with thoughts of the way it used to be, or the way you remember that was beneficial for you. And that's not necessarily bad, but we need to remember that lives in the past, and the only way it can influence the current and the present is if you let it. So our blind spot may be that we're feeling too nostalgic about something. We're feeling too nostalgic about the way things used to be and not how things are. As we start to look into this Eight of Pentacles process, which is going to be a very step-by-step, this is what I need to do in order to make this really awesome creative spark come to life and come to the physical and be manifested. And nostalgia may help power this, but we need to not lean on it too heavily. So if you had a big weekend project planned, this is confirmation that this is the way to go this weekend. That is definitely the way to go this weekend. But don't be nostalgic about the way birdhouses used to be built. Maybe there's a new way to build the birdhouse, right? Okay. Let me see if I can see anything else here. Yeah, it feels like early in the weekend, there's definitely going to be a lightness and some inspiration that comes around. And then there's going to be that you have to put the steps in play and build the things, and you need to do it well. You need to focus on this and give it the love and care and attention that it deserves, without being overweighted with nostalgia. Okay, Let's pull an oracle card. And I'm going to use, these guys called to me as I was setting the spread up. The Whispering Woods. It's just little oracle cards that I occasionally tap into. Let's see what it has to say, if it can offer some punctuation. And it did. Wow, that was something. And we're going to put these two down. And we're going to pull out the pendulum. Which one do we go to here? All right. Transform. Emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. And that's what this process is, right? This Eight of Pentacles is very much a transformation process from ideas into the physical. This could be being excited about writing a book, writing a story. This could be anything that you're going to be putting your time and effort into, and you need to look at it as a transformation, as being able to modify and change what was into what not only could be, but what is the physical representation of that. Nice. Okay. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I hope you're able to get a lot of good things done. And I hope this reading was helpful to you. If it was, please leave a like. Please leave a comment. I love to see the comments. I love to interact with them. If you know somebody that might need some feedback for the weekend, please share this reading with them. And you can always reach me at alongadifferentpath@gmail.com. If you have any other questions or if you'd like a reading of your own. And that's that. I will see you soon for Monday's daily reading. And until then, I hope you have a magical and wonderful weekend. Peace and strength, everybody. Bye-bye.